Yo, what is good, people? Ben from Lover of Tech. Happy New Year. And we're kicking it off as a follow-up to what you guys were seeing before, man. We now have a proper TV in the studio, and we've got none other than the LG C1 OLED, 48-inch. We're gonna wall mount it, but we're gonna set up initially just on the TV stand before I get some help to really wall mount it. And yeah, I've been excited, man. This is 2021's pretty much TV of the year, especially when it comes to gaming. And kicking off 2022, yeah, we're gonna get this in because I've got this for a good price. And look, shout out to my boy TC, because if I don't see, he's gonna cry. But yeah, big shout out to TC for hooking this up for me, man, and helping with this one, man. But you know what? Let's not waste much time. Let's get to unboxing and doing a first initial setup with this and connecting it up, hopefully, to the PS5 as well as the Xbox Series X. So yes, people, this is the LG C1. I went for the 48-inch because don't really have much space. It's not going to be on the floor. It's going to be wall mounted. We're going to set up on the floor of the TV stand after we unbox it and set it up. And obviously, as you know, big shout out to, wow, the response that's been coming in for all the new subscribers, all the new viewers that are coming. It's been so good to see the response on it, man. But as much as I've been enjoying the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, you need the right TV for it, man. And none other than the C1. This is packing pretty much all the features that you need in relation to gaming, right? NVIDIA G-Sync, FreeSync, VRR support for variable refresh rate, adaptive sync technology, and also you've got four HDMI 2.1 ports that all support 4K 120 Hertz. And obviously you've got the eARC technology as well. Man, this is stacked. This is pretty much a gaming one to go in. OLED, of course, organic light emitting diode has to be done. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm really looking forward to this. And yeah, let's go unboxing and do an initial setup and connect the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X to it. What else do I have? Made sure that I've got extra long HDMI 2.1 cables to make sure they're compatible, as the PS5 and Xbox Series X are there, not gonna move. So yeah, let's get this in. All right. Temporary solution done. TV stand. And we're just gonna put it there for now. We'll wall mount it so I can swivel it, so I'm able to view it on all sides. And yeah, just take up the floor space, because this floor space is for my tripod and stuff, man. Mixing it in here. But yeah, so far so good. This is the remote. So we're gonna get that set up and turn this on for the first time. And also actually peel the sticker off the TV. All right, remote set up, but let's do the peel. Ooh. Yeah, boy. Boom. That's what we love to see. All right, let's get this LG C1 OLED on. Okay, so we are gonna do just a quick run through. This is actually the next day, because by the time I set it up, it was so late that I needed to sleep and do other stuff as per. But yeah, we're in the next day, and again, we'll wall mount it, but we just wanna make sure that the wall is secure enough, painted properly, shelf comes off, You know, I just want it to look clean and whatnot because I really don't have a space down here in the office with the TV stand. It takes up the tripod space. There's not much space in here already. But yeah, initially setting it up, it was simple, as in putting the TV on the stand, but the setup process was a bit long. One, for the reasons as such that for things like the YouTube app, you have to have an LG account, which personally, I don't mind, but I don't like too much. And then the setup process of how to do it was annoying if you're trying to use your Google account, your Amazon account or whatnot. So what I recommend is that you actually set it up with a fresh email address. Then you can download extra apps. There's apps like Disney Plus, Netflix, Prime Video, BBC iPlayer that come on there already. But for me, I mainly watch in this order: YouTube, Disney Plus, Netflix from time to time, obviously Prime Video, and BBC iPlayer for things like Top Gear. But yeah, WebOS seems snappy and it seems, well, you know, it seems nice. It seems nice. You've got the home dashboard. Then down here, it shows you your connectivity. Now, obviously, I've got the PlayStation 5 controller as well as the Xbox Series X here. And I'm going to turn it on and actually show certain things from the jump because I wanted to obviously have time to download certain games that showcases the 120 FPS and the game optimizer. Now, there's so much in terms of setting up here that I just haven't been able to really, I need time with this before I get to my first impressions, right? So you've got the different picture modes that you have here, vivid. I put it into standard, but there's different ones there that you've got, but I've just left it in standard for now. What is great is that you can have multiple Bluetooth connections on there. I've put my wireless headphones on there and tested it, and it's actually really good. So again, you can select it for the sound and also the sound type. I've left it on cinema because it sounds the nicest at the minute to my ear, and just other services that are in here as well. Connecting a Bluetooth device to it is not as straightforward as I would like personally, but that's just, you know, my own little minor gripes and whatnot. So far, this is what we have right now. Let's switch on the games consoles because that's what it's really about. And I'll start with the Xbox Series X because I've been thoroughly impressed with how it's behaved. So if we go in here, oh, test it, go back, exit app, boom. Now there's a feature on this LG TV called the Universal Control. And I discovered this by accident and I tripped out. Look, you can use the remote to control the Xbox UI. And it's the same for the PlayStation 5. Again, call me a newbie and really out of the loop because boy, I was freaked out. I was like, what the hell is going on? So that's actually quite a cool feature there. Now, I think so far the Xbox Series X is the one that's impressed me the most. Why? When you press settings on the TV, it has the new game dashboard or the game optimizer dashboard. So you go to game optimizer and it shows you the frames per second and what's running. And then also, again, this does support AMD's adaptive FreeSync and also does support variable refresh rate, VRR, and NVIDIA's G-Sync. And it does have true 120 frames a second. And you've got the input lag boost, which obviously reduces it even more because this does have 1 millisecond response time. And you've got the game dashboard enabled. Like, this is impressive. This is like, wow. And it shows you that it is running at the 120 frames a second, low latencies on, game optimizer. Now, we're gonna go into settings. What I might do when we're starting to play a game, I might turn the volume down just for copyright reasons. And if we go to TV details, this is what's impressed me about the Series X so far, right? Yes, you've got the 4K UHD resolution and it does support 1440p, but it seems that the dashboard runs at 120 Hertz now. So credit to the early criticism to Microsoft not supporting it. It's a banger. Now, when you go to TV details, this just brings a smile on my face, much like what the Joker would say, yeah? And it says the TV supports 4K UHD 60 frames a second or 60 Hertz, and also 4K UHD 120 Hertz. And obviously with LG's partnership, you do get Dolby Vision for gaming as well, and also for viewing TV, movies, and TV shows. And you've got HR10. Like, this supports it out of the box. And you've got decompression, which gives you the full chroma subsampling at 444 from what I believe. Obviously, I've already calibrated it for the HDR, well, best I can, but we'll do more into it. Now, the games that support 120 frames a second, I've got a couple here. So if you go to games and apps, these are my games that I've installed. Dirt 5, Gears 5, as well as Ori. Now, Dirt 5 for some reason was giving me bugs, and it's quite a big install compared to the PlayStation one. I'm gonna try Dirt 5 again and see if it works. I'm gonna mute it just for copyright reasons. So mind if there's no sound. Apologies if it feels a bit boring. Hopefully there should be. It then changes to Dolby Vision, because I don't want to get any copyright on the music. All right, Codemasters. I'm gonna press A, sign in for me. I tested Dirt 5 already on the PS5, so that seems fine. I'm gonna skip for now, press A. Now, what you're gonna see here is this. When I press the settings, you can see here, you've got high frame rate mode. So we're gonna focus on high frame rate mode. Accept. Okay, it seems to be working now, it's behaving. So, bam. Obviously GH, 2.3. Save and quit. This I love. This I love. And what's good about the Xbox Series X is that it does seem to, out of the box, support VRR, variable refresh rate, and which I'll touch more on that. I'm assuming most people know, but VRR is a very, very, very key feature to give like a smooth visual experience. Yeah. So we're gonna skip for now. Keep this main event win streak going forever. Hopefully I don't get any copyright. Let's skip this. You got a wand. This looks so good. All right, and it shows. So we're using Dirt 5 as an example because I've got both games available on the Series X as well as the PS5. Woo. And it's running at 120 frames a second, man. I'm gonna take it off. Mind you, sorry for the bad. I've never played Dirt 5 before, really. And yeah, this is 120 frames a second. And I'm sure it's using an adaptive resolution as well as, you know, lower than the high image quality that you prioritize for compared to high performance. But man, you get a TV like this, you want to experience 120 frames a second at 120 hertz, right? HDMI 2.1. And this looks so like, yo, this TV already, for the intent of what I had for gaming, lives up to the hype. Definitely lives up to the hype so far. And the 48 inches is not just a good price, but also the perfect size for where I am as well. All right. Boom. Again, if I'm playing bad, let me know. But yeah, this is pretty much it right there. Okay, so I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna come out, go home. I don't know if this supports quick resume, but not really the point. But as you can see, honestly, the Xbox Series X gives you the full capabilities of this with VRR, adaptive sync, decompression, the whole lot. So it's the full 4K UHD, 120 hertz, 120 frames a second, which is good. Gears looked good as well when I tested it. Now, we're gonna switch over to the PS5. Luckily, the HDMI cable, it says PS5 available. I love this. I love just how in tune it is. It says PS5 available. We're gonna switch to the PS5. I'm gonna do a quick Dirt 5 play, as well as maybe load up Ratchet and Clank quickly, Rift Apart. And again, this is the universal control. Let's go here. I don't know if there's a way to enable it, but yeah. Again, you can see that the universal control, again, is crazy. This is so trippy. I don't know. All the reviews that I've seen haven't spotted this out. So when I discovered this here, I was going wild. All right, so got a couple of games installed. Obviously, we've got the Matrix Awakens Showcase, Astro's Playroom, God of War, which is technically a PS4 game. But you do have Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, which is a PS5, and you've got Dirt 5 as well. But before we do that, we're gonna go into the settings and we're gonna go into the screen and video. Because again, the intent of me getting this was not just for my entertainment purposes. Again, I watch a lot of Disney Plus, especially Marvel, and at the moment, the Star Wars TV shows. And I love movies, right? And better than having it on a monitor, you want a big screen experience, you know? So I'm gonna change the monitor to a 32-inch, the Gigabyte M32U, but that'll be another time, but this was more important. So yeah, we're gonna go to video output. Resolution is automatic, meaning it's giving us the full 4K UHD. HDR when supported, obviously. Again, Ratchet and Clank is a HDR game from what I remember. I've already adjusted for the HDR. Depth, it's already automatic, meaning it's running in full all the time. And also enable 120 Hertz output when game supports that frame rate or a refresh rate. Experience, okay, cool. So that's really that. Now, what's interesting is, personally, the PS5's UI is quick and snappy, but based on this, it is running at 60 frames a second and 4K UHD. It doesn't have a 120 frames option for the dashboard. You don't get VRR, variable refresh rate, yet. And apparently this is probably down to a HDMI 2.0 bandwidth limitation on the PS5. I hope that's not true, and I hope we do get variable refresh rate, because that's a very, very key feature to having a smooth tier 3 experience. Does it really need 120 Hertz on the dashboard? No, but just a difference to kind of spot out. Right, we're gonna load up Dirt 5 quickly, because again, don't want the video to be too long as per. But yeah, this is the LG C1 2021 TV of the year for gaming, 4 HDMI 2.1 ports. What that basically means is my computer with the HDMI 2.1 capable RTX 3060, I can plug it in and get full 4K 120. Now, I need to get longer cables, because I got 4-meter cables thinking that it was gonna be too long, but because the HDMI ports are more on this side, getting to the consoles being on this side, yeah, I just about made it. So I'm gonna order longer cables, especially when we wall mount it. Again, just so you can see parity with, okay, close. Okay, let me just put it on mute quickly, because again, don't want to get copyrighted. Profile, settings, we're gonna put this up here. And I've already put it on video options, and I've already prioritized it for the high frame rate mode. Again, when you change it to performance, it's 60 Hertz. And then image quality says 60 Hertz as well. Performance. And then high frame rate mode. So very good, nice one on this Codemasters. We're gonna go in. We're gonna go to Playgrounds. Just gonna take this off for a minute. Let's cover, no. Arcade, sorry, free play, start event. I'm gonna start event. And we're just gonna go with, yeah, that. Okay. I'm gonna skip. Colors are amazing when it comes to the display on here. Again, I'm gonna take time before my first impressions and really tune it, watch some tutorials on it, and tune it in. But yeah, you are getting a full 120 frames a second, and it's probably doing the dynamic scaling again, where it's checkerboard rendering up to 4K UHD with lower fidelity graphics compared to obviously image quality and performance. So we're gonna start. Okay, so it seems to be running well at 120 frames a second. I'm gonna take it off so you can just see. Yeah, this is Dirt 5 on the PlayStation 5. Luckily this came with PlayStation Plus, which was good, so I didn't have to buy it, whereas Dirt 5 was on Game Pass. And again, another thing I'm really enjoying about the Xbox Series X, Game Pass, man. But yeah, this is 120 frames a second. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this, and I'm gonna enjoy it even more when it takes up less space and is warm out and really clean. Dirt 5 looks sick, man. Yo, Dirt 5 is cold. Okay, I see you Codemasters with Dirt. This is nice. This has got nice with it. This has got nice with it. Okay, nice. So as you can see, when supported, you do get the 120 frames a second. We're gonna come out of it. I'm gonna go home, and hopefully the video is not too long. Apologies if it is. Thank you for staying, subscribe, like, and literally, hopefully you'll get more content like this, because I wanna be doing more TV reviews on the channel, more related to gaming, and also getting the best display experience for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. I might get the Series S as well, and obviously the Nintendo Switch OLED. So we're in Ratchet and Clank. This is a HDR game. Now, when you select settings, you can see that when you go to fidelity, so I'm sure fidelity is going to change it down to 30 frames a second. Okay, it still says 60, but it looks like 30 to me. So strange. Now, personally, I don't like playing this game in fidelity. I like playing it in performance. So if we go here, settings, visuals, 120 FPS display mode, okay. Let's see. Okay, 120 Hz display mode. Cool. And now let's go to performance. Confirm. All right. Okay, I didn't know Ratchet and Clank could go into 120 frames a second mode. I dig that. That's a good look. I'd rather be playing it in that, to be fair. Okay. All right, we're discovering something new. I didn't get a chance to get around to it. Let's go to visuals again. Let's see what it says for performance RT. Will performance RT drop it down to 60? Okay, this is sick. This is sick. Okay, I vibes with that. HDR's on, high dynamic range is on. Depth of field, chromatic aberration. This feels like, this is good. Well done, Insomniac, on that, man. Okay. When you enable 120 Hz output, it's set approximately in the system setting, appropriately in the system, utilize 100 refresh rate capable displays to reduce input latency. Additionally, the frame rate target of fidelity graphics mode is increased to 40 frames a second. Right, okay. So performance RT with ray tracing, that's what I'm gonna be at. Okay, I've not really had time to really delve into Ratchet and Clank that much, but hopefully, rift apart, baby. But yeah, hopefully you get a good idea of this. Yeah, bang. But yes, this is pretty much the quick playthrough of the LG C1 OLED 48-inch setup with the PS5 as well as the Xbox Series X. And yeah, I'm impressed so far. I'm liking what I see. And yeah, just be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos on the channel. Yeah, again, my plan is to make sure that we are pretty much producing as much display content as I can for this year, as well as other things in regards to gaming for the channel. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this TV. Can't wait to wall mount it. Once it's wall mounted, I will give my first impressions, and then we'll work our way up to the review process for the LG C1 OLED. That's it for me. Catch you in the next one. Peace.